to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We have already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
He's going for goal! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Rafinha. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, here's a man of many qualities, Luke Shaw. I love his powerful running, the overlapping. It's all going to be about getting bodies into the box to make the most of another great thing of his, which is crossing.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Rafinha. Real chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Driving forward. Casado. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Koundé, gently done. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Pedri, Casado, De Jong, he's gone for goal! Brilliant by De Jong! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Shot at goal! Spread out to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mount. Bruno Fernandes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, important interception. Casado. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Araujo. Balde. Pedri. Casemiro. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And here's Lewandowski. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Casado. Played back. Casado. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. And it's Pedri. Mount. Casemiro. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, good spread. Koundé. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And here's Yamal. Oh, that's superb. It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's come off the upright. Mount. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He won't be happy with that one. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri. Now Casado. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Rafinha could try cutting inside here. That's very neat. Pedri is onto this. In comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Nice control. Rafinha. Very nicely done. And there's the shot! Matheus Cunha. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Now it's Mount. Šeško. Mount. Barcelona appear to be happy to let there from Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that wasn't far away. Casado. Barcelona finding their passes.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Eric Garcia cuts it out. Pedri powering forward here. And it's De Jong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
De Jong, given the lift of his goal. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Šeško under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Eric Garcia makes the interception. Ahmad. Looking tidy in possession here. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 7. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Diallo gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It'll be a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking for the run. Can he finish?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Lewandowski. Manchester United are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, well played.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now that's well seen too. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Ferran Torres. Barcelona could counter here. Short changes him with that pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Picked out brilliantly. Now this could be a chance. He is through here. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. Rafinha is herring after that one. It's a good ball out wide. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. De Jong. Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. He is just caressing the ball. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And that's been drilled in. That pass has been well intercepted. Pedri purring through the gears. Shapes to shoot! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, they've got it again. And it's Pedri. Rashford. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Matheus Cunha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Yamal. Now it's Rashford. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Bayindir gets rid without sophistication. De Jong.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Tries to play it through. Matheus Cunha! Goal! Manchester United! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Rashford. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Ahmad. Pedri. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. But he's forced to go back. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Casemiro. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mount. That's good running with the ball. It's a searching pass. Well read, nice interception. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Closing in on goal.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Yamal. And it's De Jong. Now Casado. And here's Rafinha. Tries to pass it through. He's cut it out. Opts to play it back. That is lovely. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Durante el descanso,
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, good take in a good area. He's found some space. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And the pass is intercepted. De Jong. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Rafinha. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Ahmad. And the counter is on.
La asistencia a este partido
Nicely
asciende
weighted
a
ball.
96.847
Casado has given away a free kick. And it's Dallo. He's a sharp little ball here. Mount is onto this. Great chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. It could be a lifeline. Two more needed.
En el minuto
You
61.
give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
It's a promising position. There's no flag. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Casado. Great vision. Good read. Needed to be. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rashford stood his ground strongly. And it's Casado. Threads one in. It's Rashford! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad driving forwards. Charge, surely!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
De Ligt calmly anticipates. Matheus Cunha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Šeško! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is ended up in no man's land. Casado. Rafinha. And it's Casado. Foot in. Casemiro concedes a free kick for that.
Cambio de jugadores.
Eric Garcia. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
4 minutos de descuento.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. De Jong. It's Pedri. Oh, played right into his path. Nice control. Pedri receives it in a good position here. And that's it. Manchester United are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Manchester United's definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mount! Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rafinha. Now it's Yamal. Oh, just skips past his man. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Manchester United finding their passes. He was under real pressure there. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski proves just a little bit too strong. Nicked it back promptly. Casemiro. Mount. Now this could be a chance. And it's Mount. And it's Casemiro. Now Menu. Now, can they get him away? Mount. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mount. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Bruno Fernandes is standing over this one. Bruno Fernandes! Well, there's the clearance. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Casemiro. Casado cuts it out. Now it's Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. That's good vision. And he's well hits the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Pedri. Yamal. That's good running with the ball. Looking for the run. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Casado. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Now it's Lewandowski. That's been cut out, well played. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's had a hit! And it's been taken short. Sesko! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's going to have his name taken. He's not got that quite right. Looking to play him in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Šeško. That's really nicely played. There's the shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Was one...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. That gets things going for the second half. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
It's Lewandowski! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Lewandowski. Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! And one more try! Now, who's going to be first to this? Manchester United living dangerous, and he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit the shot at goal!
Šeško looking to add to his goal. Šeško being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Manchester United are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Šeško. And here's Mount. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Great chance here from position A1. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Casado. Now it's Yamal. Driving on and making good progress. Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, sweet feet. 75 minutes played.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's with the keeper. Balde. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Mount. Pedri. Yamal. And this is Lewandowski. Great vision. He's through, now is he in? Yamal! It's in! Barcelona are back in business.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
El dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 6.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Casado. Gavi. Dani Olmo. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that's well spotted. Ugarte. Oh, red. Nice interception. It's a pretty loose pass. And the number on the board is 3. And he's forced to go back.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Yamal. He's gone for goal! Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's neat. Nice interception, well timed. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it is time to let them shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Gravenberg. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Ahmad. Šeško.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Isak. Gravenberg. Isak. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Gakpo. Mount did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mount. And the shot! Yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look.
It's Salah! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Szoboszlai. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now there's a real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mohamed Salah. Nicely weighted ball. Isak receives it in a good position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mount. Ahmad. Stood up well to him there. Szoboszlai.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. 15 minutes till half-time. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Casemiro. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Gakpo. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Ahmad. And the pass is intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Gakpo. Now it's McAllister. Gakpo. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, super ball. Konate defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. He is through here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mount has created 1 goal already.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
That was
So
the
your views on the
half.
first half?
Well,
Let's hope
both
the boys
sides would
can
have
turn it up for
expected
the
a
second.
closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And here's Ahmad. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. McAllister. That's good running with the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Mount. And that is expertly dealt with. McAllister. And it's Soboslai. Mohamed Salah. And he's managed to get free. It's Salah! That could spell trouble. This time, surely! Just off target. And now the breakaway. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah stood his ground strongly. And here's Isak. Isak! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Šeško. Liverpool have it back and can go again. Robertson.
The attendance for this match was 29,500.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Isak. Has a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. And again they hit the front.
After 62
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 18.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
On the field is
Shot, surely! Oh, it's gone in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Now, can they get him away? Szoboszlai. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Van Dijk. Spread out to the left. Now it's Isak. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Steaming on goalwards. And a chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the comeback is complete! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bruno Fernandes goes short. That's tidy. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Bruno Fernandes with a real chance here. He's in a good position here. Vitz.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Good ball, good take. Showing good feet. McAllister. This might spell danger.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gravenberg gets a foot in here.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Isak. Coming on the field is number 22, Ekitike.
Konate does really well to win the ball there. Chiesa.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister, Gravenberg, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they can break here. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. He's in plenty of space here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Šeško picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is a hard
Thoughts on
one
what
to
we've just
take,
seen?
but we'll
Manchester
be back
United
stronger.
really were
Won't
great
we?
today.
Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveler, especially here.
Out towards the flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a good run down the left. And here's Semenyo. Is there any support? He might not need it. It's a chance! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And that is one way to get his defending done. Ruben Dias, clearly the target here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
Oh, that is a great stop! And now they can spring out of defence. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, well played.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mount. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes takes control of it and he's on the move. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Nice defending, it's got the job done. It's a sharp pass. And it's Mount. Knocks it in. Sesko! Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. Haaland receives it in. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
It's their second corner of the game. Bernardo Silva with the short one. Semenyo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Oh, that's a key interception. Mount. Bruno Fernandes. And the finish!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shaw gets a foot in here.
Semenyo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Casemiro. Can he get it through? That is lovely. Threads one in. Hard chance! Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Casemiro. Oh, this is a great position. And it's slung out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester United will be pretty
That
happy
was the
with the
first
way
half.
they've performed so
Let's
far.
hope the boys
They
can turn it
remained
up for
calm
the
after
second.
going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So when they come for the break with nothing to separate them, the score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... Oh, whistle's gone, now then! Manchester United gifted a massive chance. This to complete the turnaround. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Ah, good steal, he just read it. Bernardo Silva.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doku. De Ligt. That's Mount. And they can counter here. Šeško under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Tries to pass it through. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Casemiro. Now it's Mount. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get... And a chance! Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. And the break is on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes. Ah, now can they counter? He's shifting through the gears here. He's free, he has got space. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball. Ball on the spot, can he? And close to a certainty as can be.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And here's Haaland. Oh, super ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's good running with the ball. And it's Kovacic. That is a brilliant interception. Casemiro.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bernardo Silva with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
Diogo Dalot. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And yes, it's him again. This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly...
Kovacic! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kovacic. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Doku. Doku steaming forward. Doku! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Desperate defending required here. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Bernardo Silva. That's good play. Showing good feet. And he shoots. They've got to be quick to recover this. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it. And, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would have to highlight Zubamendi. It really is amazing how San Sebastian keeps producing these top-notch central midfielders for generations now. They're very hard-working, ball winners, but with some of the silkiest passing skills to keep teams ticking, and he's got it. He's got it all. He's never afraid to...
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh, what has happened here? He's found some space. Casado. And Rafinha. Barcelona finding their passes. And this is Lewandowski. They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Up he goes! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Jong. Can he get it through? Lewandowski. Lewandowski! That is terrific from Lewandowski! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Not the most accurate pass. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Ødegaard. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Ødegaard. That's been cut out, well played. Rafinha. Yamal. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Trossard.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. Chance for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Zubamendi.
Good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Trossard. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Rice considers his options.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
And the shot! Oh, good stop, it had to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rafinha. Oh, this is a terrific run. And here's Lewandowski. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Pedri. Knocks it into space. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice, who's set up one goal so far. Ødegaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Araujo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Casado. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's half-time here. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Balde, looking for the run, picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Casado. Rafinha. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Rice. And it's Ødegaard. Out to the left it goes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Rice having a look. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Araujo. De Jong. Casado. Yamal. And it's Pedri. And here's Rafinha. It's a threatening ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barcelona have their second corner now. Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Now it's Trossard. Can he spark a counter here? And he plays one through. Araujo. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rice gets a foot in here. Saka being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Trossard.
Right here,
right now it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And and the shots! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Opts to play it back. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And they get themselves in front! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Tries a shot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This has become one superb game of football.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And this is Lewandowski.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ferran Torres. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lewandowski.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Ødegaard. For Rice. Rice. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
He'd been asking for that, Peter, and it puts him under much more pressure now.
And it's Zubimendi. Succumbs to the pressure. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your reflections then, Jim?
Arsenal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.